Sandy,
Chucky.
we are back.
We're back. Hi, everyone.
Scammers. Not the film Scanners, but scammers with two M's have been doing their dirty deeds in Venice.
They
This-
have, and it's awful, and you need to be on the lookout of scammers. Not only on the phone and on the computer,
But in this case,
scooters.
the old scourge of
Yeah.
Venice. Yeah.
So
What happened?
what happened is a friend of mine was stopped at a stop sign and minding her own business.
In
and
their
out of-
car.
in their car, and out of nowhere, someone on an electric scooter came flying out onto the sidewalk and rammed into her car. And she was parked legally, she was stopped legally behind the line. So
Where did this happen?
it happened on Abbot Kinney and Westminster.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
here in Venice. And my friend was really startled at first. She was worried that that person got injured. And that's what she was thinking. How can I help them? Oh my God, I feel so sorry. And
Hold on, your friend's at a light,
Yes.
stopped, waiting for the light to change.
yes,
And then out of nowhere, she gets hit
yes,
by a scooter.
yeah.
Okay.
And I think the shock of it is, it's scary.
So what's the scam? What's
The scam is that the person pretend like they were okay. They didn't want to file a police report. They didn't want to go to the hospital.
Okay.
And then, like a responsible driver, you exchange information. In that case, I probably would not exchange information. But they did. The scooter person was uninsured. I don't think you need to be insured to be a scooter, to ride an electric scooter. But my friend was served like 2 weeks later with a letter from a lawyer saying that this person was injured and they were wanting to get paid out by the insurance company or just with cash.
What, the lawyer actually said cash?
No, the lawyer didn't, but the person actually texted my friend
Okay.
and said, since we don't want to involve the police, do you want to just give me some cash, more or less?
This was before the lawyers got involved.
Yeah, before the lawyers got involved.
Yeah.
And so this is happening all the time, according to the car insurance company that my friend spoke to. And so
what do the car insurance companies do?
what happens is that it's kind of like a credit card scam. I think they just don't want to deal with it. It's too time consuming. And so this particular car insurance just said, let's just deal with it. Because if not, the amount can get higher and higher. We'll just pay them. But the thing that is infuriating is don't do that, because it goes on your record.
Exactly.
And then, of course, they're going to say that,
Yeah.
because then your insurance rate goes up.
And did your friend have any damage done to their car, or what was the damage?
Yes. The scooter damaged my friend's car. It was like $1,500 to replace the fender, the front fender. And so, I get frustrated because you're paying the car insurance. Doesn't mean these people are your friends at the car insurance. I mean, they might be sympathetic, but in the end, you got to be smart about it. And you have to speak to a friend who knows a lawyer, or Google it, or look on Reddit. But whatever you do, don't give in to these scammers, because they're intimidating.
Well, it's one option just to do nothing.
Yeah.
To literally just do nothing. Don't respond to the letter. Don't pay them. What are they going to do?
Well,
I mean, is it a legit letter from the law firm?
it is a legit letter from the law firm.
Does the law firm know it's some kind of scam?
I think so. And this is a really popular law firm in California. You see them on like advertising on like the advertisements on the bus and on bus stops. They're everywhere. So I think they're in on it. I mean, give me a break.
Well, I was going to say, do they know it's a scam?
I think so. I mean, I saw like a picture of the woman on the on the electric scooter, and I looked her up on social media, and she's always talking about how to make cash.
Mm.
And
In fact, I believe there's a picture of her.
yeah, there's a picture of her standing by an electric scooter holding cash.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, probably shouldn't say more than that. But
Yeah.
yeah, well, kind of watch this space basically and see what happens.
Yeah. I would just do your homework, don't get intimidated, and
I know when I was driving your car a couple of years ago and
yeah,
somebody hit me on the 10 downtown, which was completely their fault. Basically, though, the damage on your car, it's the wing mirror came off. We
right.
basically had to pay for because it all came down to witnesses. And we didn't
Yes.
have one, and they didn't have one. And I assume with this scammer, that's essentially what it will come
Uh,
down to.
the scammer, I had to pay the scammer.
Uh,
My insurance company had to pay the guy on the motorcycle who hit our car, my car, and then my rate went up. Thank you very much.
uh,
And I was really
oh, okay.
upset. I was so upset I got rid of that old insurance company. I was so angry.
Maybe you should have just got rid of me, basically. That could have,
My rate would have still gone up, so I
yeah,
figured I'd keep
exactly.
you.
Well, I think we should move on at that point. Dogs. So on the canals, obviously we've been alluding to this
Mm,
and speaking about
okay.
this for the last couple of weeks, but there's been normal bacterial warnings from the public about bacteria from Santa Monica Pier all the way down
Yes.
to Mother's
To
Beach.
Mother's Beach. I do want to point
So
out that just because we're talking about bacteria in the water does not mean that that's what caused the death of the dogs on the canals. I personally think it was nefarious. I don't think it was from the canal water. I don't think it was from bacteria.
how long have there been bacterial warnings in this area? Is
Always.
this since the fires or is it before?
No. It's always every time it rains, the what happens is that sewage that goes into the holding whatever where the
Uh,
water goes into.
Down the viaducts into the
Yeah.
ocean.
And so there it goes into the ocean. So it's a problem. They need to fix that problem. But I spoke to an environmentalist, and she did tests, and she was like, I don't think there's a connection.
Mm,
So it's really frustrating because I want to see dogs on the canals again, walking around.
yeah, yeah.
But we need to let people feel safe, and it needs to be safe.
Mm.
But I'm not getting a lot of feedback, and
Well, it's pretty much sort of, I don't know. It's just like
it's
just get
over.
on with it. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
But
And
is
that's
it
what's
over?
no, it's not. I mean, that's what's frustrating is everyone just is assuming, oh yeah, okay, I guess it's the canal water. So let's move on. But I
Yeah.
don't think that, you know,
So related to this, which I thought was kind of interesting, is people tourism in the USA is down actually this year.
no.
Yeah, yeah, and a lot of that's obviously to do with the good old Donald and all the ice
Good
people
Donald.
and yeah, people not wanting to come over here. But something I learned this week is a lot of people who would come to Venice Beach or any of the beaches are now going to the Hansen Dam Aquatic Center, which actually has this natural pool, which is 1.5 acres in size, and it's the biggest pool in California.
It's not chlorinated?
I think it's just like a dam. It's like natural water, but people
Oh,
can swim in it,
I want to go.
you know? But the idea is it's fresh water and it's not this
Yeah.
bacteria-ridden ocean water,
The,
you know?
okay, well, you asked about the bacteria in the water. There's always been that kind of gross water in areas like by the Santa Monica Pier and in certain places in Marina Del Rey where a lot of kids go. But recently, the water has been worse than ever, and that's because of the fire debris.
Mm,
And that isn't going away anytime soon because it wasn't taken care of before there was rain and washed all the fire debris stuff into the ocean. So it's really dirty to go swimming in there.
mm.
It's gross just to even walk, you know, in the water. But that's another scam because we don't know that. People come to Venice, people who even live here, they think it's okay because it looks okay.
Well, there's certainly, you can go down there. Well, I mean, we're experiencing a little bit of a heat wave right now.
Yeah.
And you can go to the beach right now and there's going to be plenty of people, tourists,
Right.
swimming around in the ocean,
Yeah.
you know.
So I think that in certain areas it's cleaner, but I know like at Mother's Beach, which is in Marina del Rey, there's a tiny little sign that says like beware that no one's going to even see. So tell me about this aquatic center. How far away is it?
Well, it's up the five. Well, up the 405, kind of on your, yeah, I think just where it turns into the five up by Magic
Oh,
Mountain, that kind of area. I know there's a big golf course up there. I know actually when they were having the fires, they were actually using that dam to get the water. Helicopters and planes were kind of doing their swoops into it and picking up water and then flying back. So that's, you could argue that's twice this year that the dam has came in to help the good people of LA.
place, what's, oh yeah. Okay.
Now
Now,
people are hanging out
yeah,
up there.
I have never heard of the dam. So
Oh,
that's interesting.
the dam's definitely there. There's
Does
a
it
golf
look like a
course.
big pool?
Oh, it looks like a dam, you know.
Okay.
Remember when we went to the Hoover Dam and I had to point out to you where it was? We were kind of high up looking down on it and you were going, where's this? Oh dear. Oh dear, it's just terrible. But anyway,
I don't know. I didn't think it was that exciting at the time.
okay, so on a more serious note, anyway, when are we going to be able to walk our dogs again? We have no, I mean, we have neighbors above and below us who have, above and next to us who have dogs, and they don't seem to be walking them around the canals.
I don't know.
I know, which is a shame because I
Which is a
enjoyed
shame.
walking their dogs around the
Yeah.
canals. And they give you that look like, oh, are you going to take me
You
for
know
a
what?
walk?
I really think it's up to the residents. We have to make a lot of noise.
Mm. So kind of related to this,
Hmm.
and one reason this episode is out slightly later this week is you were completely overworked,
I was
immersed,
immersed
that's the word, in a dog
in
story.
another dog story
Not in California, but probably one worth mentioning
in
nonetheless.
Memphis. So actually, in a nutshell, there is a grooming facility in Memphis, Tennessee, and a video came out of the groomer, the person who owns this facility. It's called Glamour Grooming and Boarding. And she's hitting the dog for no apparent reason. So as soon as I saw that video, I knew I was just so horrified that I started calling people and looking into it. And sure enough, she's she's injured a lot of dogs and she's
Mm.
killed 2 dogs. So
How long has she had this facility for?
she's been doing it for 18 years,
And what
apparently.
and has she had some kind of mental breakdown or something, or what's
Apparently,
happened to bring it to prominence now?
it's because a former student finally released it.
So he basically filmed her doing what?
She filmed her hitting the dog.
Okay.
And so, of
And this
course,
went viral
this went viral
on Instagram.
on Instagram.
Okay.
I mean, on social media. So what happened is that the video was released on a Facebook page dedicated to dog groomers. And so it was small, it was a small group of people. And this anonymous poster, young girl, teenager, she was probably afraid, of getting in trouble, but she released the video. She was forced to take it down by the owner of the facility who threatened
Mm.
her. And another groomer reposted it. And so that's a horrific story. The woman should be locked away. The facility should be closed down. And then the even bigger story is that dog grooming is not regulated, is what I found out. I also found out that it's a billion-dollar industry. That's
Mm.
what I
You
heard.
certainly see a lot of vans or dog grooming vans around here.
Mhm. I mean, I think there are a lot of legit groomers, but
Well, you would want to think that most of them are legit,
Yeah, but
wouldn't you?
I think because you don't need a license, you don't need a certificate, it's not regulated. So anybody can watch a YouTube video and say they're a dog groomer. So you have to be really careful.
Is
Like,
there an art to grooming dogs then?
yeah, you have to go to school for it.
Do you?
It's not that easy. It's not like you're just brushing its hair,
Oh,
you
so
know?
these people have actually trained
Yes.
to brush a dog.
Well, it's not just brushing a dog. I mean, you're
Mm.
bathing the dog, you're like cutting the nails, trimming, but um but go in. I mean, if it was your kid and you were taking your kid to the doctor or to the get its hair cut, I mean, I'd be there watching,
Yeah. Yeah.
so you want to watch. I would be annoying and just
Mm.
watch and be
So
like, I want to be there and I want to watch.
yeah. So what's going to happen to the woman in Memphis?
Well, we don't know yet.
So the story's out.
The story is out, but my story will be released maybe
Okay.
later today. So everyone needs to stay on top of it. And this woman has friends in high places. There's photos of her with the Memphis chief of police, with the district attorney. So,
Mm.
talk,
Mm.
talk, talk, talk.
Okay. So that's interesting. So returning to slightly closer to home.
Oh, so I
I,
want to share my happy story.
oh, go on then. Go
Okay.
on.
So I finished working on the grooming story today. And while I was finishing up, I noticed this man, and he had this really cute little dog in this cute cafe in Santa Monica called Local, my new favorite place. And he told me that I said, "Oh, your dog is so cute. We're cute, whatever." We started talking. He said, "Oh, I have an amazing story. I was really sad because my other dog had died. And apparently, Charlize Theron, the actress, found that dog, and it's a little cute Frenchie. Is it a Frenchie? Yeah. Um, Found that dog in the desert,
Mm.
abandoned.
Well,
And she brought the dog in and took it to a popular rescue called LaBelle Foundation
which is where?
in LA.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it's in Western LA. But the woman that runs that rescue was in the coffee shop, and he's a regular at the coffee shop, and they did a trade. He took the dog, and now the dog is,
Mm.
goes with him everywhere. But this guy's really interesting, and I took some pictures of him a
Was
lot.
this, how recent was this? How long has he had the dog for?
He's had the dog since October, and the dog's name is Millie, and she's really
Hold on.
cute.
So Charlize Theron found it in the desert
Yeah, and
like last year sometime.
Yeah, last year sometime.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a really great story. It makes me so happy.
yeah.
So that's the positive news, is that even though there's all this negative news, there's always something really positive that comes up, and that
Well,
makes
you
me so
certainly find
happy.
the positive things. So getting even closer now. So we've gone from Memphis to
Oh, yeah.
West LA. Still not quite in Venice, but probably worth a mention. You went into Nordstrom's yesterday for the final
Yeah, I
time.
said goodbye to Nordstrom's. I went in. So Nordstrom's a popular department store here in California, and it's kind of like Bloomingdale's,
Mm.
and it's been in the
I
Santa
think
Monica place.
most people
Okay.
know what Nordstrom's is.
All right. Well, it's been there for 15 years.
Yeah.
And so I went there yesterday, and I thanked the people there that work there. And then I was walking around like where the makeup is, and I was thinking, I wish they'd just give me some free samples, because they probably have to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Thank you so much. How long have you worked here?" But no one said anything.
Yeah.
They just told me how long they'd worked there.
Yeah.
And then I just returned something, and then I said goodbye to the store.
Funny. It makes you wonder what's going to happen with the whole. I mean, I remember Santa Monica Place opening up. Was that 15 years
Yeah.
ago?
Yeah.
It all opened at the same time.
It was so fancy. At a movie theater, at a restaurant, Bloomingdale's.
Did it have a movie theater there?
Yeah. I went to the movies there.
I know. Santa Monica. Thank goodness we're not doing a podcast about Santa Monica, because
Well,
it's fast becoming a ghost town, isn't
But
it?
we will be talking about Santa Monica
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
The cafe that I talked about today, that's in Santa Monica.
Yeah. What about that Apothecary?
Oh, so yesterday I found the most spiritual cafe, and I wish we had talked about it last week's session, which was about Venice being spiritual. It's called Anima Mundi, Apothecary, high vibrational plant medicines. I
Where
lo
is this?
It's on Rose in
Okay.
Venice, and I usually drink lattes in the afternoon, and this place, oh my god, you walk in, and it's all these herbs and amazing things and crystals and, essential oils, and I went to the back, and in the back, it's like a tea garden, right? You can do work there, they have Wi-Fi, and then in the back, they make these special drinks. So, I had my, um, I think it was called the Moon Latte, and it was made with r rose powder, pink rose powder, it was made with the lotus flowers, and it was made with pistachio milk, and it was like a little bit of honey, and it
All,
was so good, and it
all,
was iced.
nice. And were all the plants grown here in Venice? Or do you think they were imported from
Oh, I
somewhere
don't
more
know, but the
exotic?
place sounded I mean, maybe the place
Mm.
smelled like Palo Santo.
Oh, okay.
It smells really good.
So you're going to go back there this afternoon,
Yes, I am. I
work,
really like that place.
work on your
Yeah,
potions.
and so I really highly suggest going there because they also have classes, like not classes, but you can go there and they have like sound healing and Reiki, and it's just a really nice space. And you can bring your dog too. You can bring your cat.
When did it open?
It opened, I think, like a year ago
Okay.
or maybe a couple months ago.
So what made you go in there? How did you only just discover
My
it?
friend told me,
Okay.
invited me to go and have tea over there, and I couldn't go that day, and then I was just aimlessly driving.
Where is it exactly? On Rose
It's
and
it's on Rose, between Main Street and Lincoln,
okay.
and I'm just so glad I found this place. It's
Yeah,
my new office
there you go.
because my office used to be in a really fancy hotel lobby,
Uh,
except it was so kinda noisy that I couldn't do my work there.
that's about your third or fourth office this year now then, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. This
Yeah.
one's great.
Okay. And moving on, we're going to wrap this up in a bit because as you can see, we're just full of lots of brilliant news this week.
Yes. Oh
Gold's
yeah.
Gym, 60
Gold's
years old.
Gym.
2 days ago, they had their 60th birthday. So there was some celebrations going on there. I didn't actually realize that they have 600 franchise locations around the world.
That's amazing.
It is.
Who started it?
Oh, I forget the guy's name.
It wasn't Arnold.
No, but he was kind of one of the early sort of pioneers who helped give it his name, basically.
Wow.
So have you ever been there?
Yeah, I have. I did a story there and I had to interview somebody who was giving some actor like, he was
Mm.
training him. But what happened is that during COVID, they made the outdoor space and they
Mm,
kept it. So you
mm.
can work out. I mean, it's great because you can work out outdoors. That's great.
And is this where they're at now? Is that their second location in Venice? Because I know they used to be on Pacific.
They did?
Yeah, well, it's certainly an old building that says Golds in
Ah.
kind of faded sort of
I
paint.
guess it's different than Muscle Beach. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, not that.
Yeah,
So, but again, I didn't realize there were so many of them. I just
I
thought
didn't either.
I thought it was a kind of a unique thing here to Venice.
I'm gonna
And I was reading when they started in the 1950s, sort of weightlifting was a real outsider kind of sport.
oh, wow.
People who did it were just sort of frowned upon, or I don't know, just sort
Maybe
of,
like a freak show.
yeah, something like that. So again, so there's Venice.
Can I just say something?
Gone.
So, I'm so bummed that it's gone, but on Venice, on the boardwalk, there used to be the freak show, remember? It was a freak
Yeah.
show with the people that you see on the boardwalk, like, just
I remember there used to be a storefront that had some kind of freak show horror thing or something.
I don't
I
know,
think
but
that
it
may
was
have
a
closed
freak
down.
show with, like, the personalities of the people. If you go on the Venice Canal, you can take a picture with some of these people, but you have to give them money.
On the Venice Canal.
I mean,
Where?
on Venice Boardwalk. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, they're certainly around. I guess they're just unregulated, I guess you would say, or random, or whatever the word is.
It's so different. We're here on the canals, and then just, like, not too far, is the Venice boardwalk.
Yeah.
Couldn't be more different because it's so serene and pretty and peaceful here.
Yeah, but you do have your kind of strange personalities passing through. And finally, actually, what I want to say is Venice Library had its 30th anniversary as well.
Yes.
And they listed something like the 30 most influential people in Venice. They did some mural. So, including that, you made me think of it. You know, the guy on the boardwalk who's
Yeah,
on the skateboard
that's the
and
guy I
the
was
guitar.
talking about.
Him. He's actually like a Berkeley graduate or something. And I know.
Was he there?
Well, he's on the mural as being one of the 30
Oh my
most
God, that
influential
is
people in Venice.
That's who I was thinking of.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is that guy?
Yeah. I forget his name. He's quite a nice guy, actually. I always kind of say hello to him.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's with his electric guitar, right?
Yeah, it's kind of Eddie Van Halen electric guitar.
Oh my, where's the mural?
But he's a runner. He runs up and down all the time. He's some kind of endurance runner as well.
Do you see him when you go running?
Oh, all the time. All the time.
Oh.
So, and he's also in some book that's just came out about folk singers or the origins of urban folk singers, and he actually gets a mention in it because he used to be some kind of singer. So you would know this guy.
Cool.
If you saw this guy, he's got a quite famous face.
He's famous.
Yeah.
Who was number one? The library.
What, in the mural?
Event, yeah.
I don't know.
Abbot Kinney.
Yeah,
yes. Abbot Kinney.
Yeah, Abbot Kinney was there.
Abbot Kinney, he created Venice.
They also had the Venice paparazzi people on the mural as well as being influential people in Venice. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah. It's interesting. And finally, actually, on the boardwalk as well, last weekend, celebrated or honored Kobe Bryant on the pickup basketball courts. How so?
With a mural?
No. You know what? I don't know. But there was performers like...
Was it the anniversary?
2K the Clown. Are you familiar with him?
No.
I'm not either. Roller skating antics and a heartfelt tribute to Kobe Bryant. This is as the Venice Basketball League celebrated its 20th annual Legends Weekend. And I didn't realize this, but it was those basketball courts where Kobe broke his wrist in 2000 that put him up for a while.
How?
He was doing a slam dunk. So, yeah.
Wait, is that where they filmed White Men Can't Jump?
It is, with Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
I think they've made it again since then, haven't they?
Oh, I don't know.
But yeah, that's another... People come and want to hang out on those courts. They do. Yeah. They do. So there we have it.
Well, that's where you can take your dog.
Exactly.
Like around there.
Anything else?
There's always something else.
Okay. Well, on that note, let's say goodbye then until next week. Bye. Subscribe, like, share, links, blah, blah, blah. Bye.
Bye.